Yeah, like I said, I was.
Well, I sent her.
Hi, Laura.
the stuff, so,
Oh, and the oranges.
You're amazing. Oh,
what I was doing was-
okay. Let me screen share with the folks on here. And we're gonna divert from listing and go to Instagram today because we have a red day on Thursday.
Because that's not, I don't either, I didn't. I just, oh, okay, yeah. Because of the, what you're saying, that's how I learned too, so, and.
Oh my God, please.
Take care, I know that.
You know what? I'll be right back, guys. No, no, no.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. Oh, so you have to check and double check?
Yeah.
You can do this, you shrink your cards. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then I can get staples if you want to just staple two. And then we can put it in a box and I'll put it away and stuff. So if I knew you were gonna be here, I would have done a like display in the middle here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like get real crafty with it. Okay, I feel like I'm missing everyone. Where'd Laura go? Okay, I got Laura up here. I've got Laura over here. Where'd Sarah go to? There you are. I was like, where you be? Okay,
Am I the only one here?
no, we got some online. And then,
Yeah.
we got Mr. David, Mr. Kellum here with us too. Okay, I want today to be as interactive as possible. So if you guys are having any issue, let's we're gonna dive into Instagram. Could be a little bit more fluid because this week has been kind of crazy with Red Day and we're doing it together. So, a little bit more work this week, but, we're gonna go through Reels, we're gonna go through the analytics, we're gonna go through scheduling, which means we'll probably go back into the meta. And show you how to like edit, which is what I really, really want to do. So I think I can join with my phone and I can screen share my actual, Miss Deborah.
You doing this at one?
Huh?
We doing this at one?
Yeah. Cool. We're all going. We're Instagramming today. Okay. So I want you guys to be logged into your guys' Instagram so we can kind of work on that. Who's got the Red Day flyer? Do you have the Red Day flyer? Do you have the Red Day flyer? Okay. Then let me send it out to everybody right now. Because we'll use that. What better way to actually practice it? Be patient with me, guys.
And I can just be on Instagram on my phone.
Editing and doing those things on Instagram is way
Easier on the.
phone, yeah, than anywhere else. Let me. Okay, hi, everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. I can screen share from my phone. Okay, hi Laura, I see your beautiful face. Okay, so actually everybody can see your beautiful face for the record. Okay, so we're gonna go through the very fun and usable Instagram, which is the platform in which I like to say is our influencing platform, right? That's really where like we learn to like brand awareness, I think. That's where it kind of like started from. Okay. I've had my Instagram for a very long time. I have been working on getting more like followers, right? Versus like what I'm actually like sharing, you know, or I'm doing, because I want my reach to be bigger. So this has been a lot of work, but I will tell you that about a year ago, when I really started to jump back into my Instagram and use it for business, I was only at like 150 followers because it was very private, like my Facebook page was. So this has been kind of like in the works over the last year, you know, trying to double or more my numbers, right? So, but we can already see it's telling me that 683 accounts have been reached in the last 30 days. Because I've been using my Instagram pretty intensely lately. So I actually just clicked, and I don't know if you guys saw that. I'll go back. Okay. Do we see this right here? View insights. Right. I'm curious. I haven't logged into my insights specifically, so I could be just as like shocked as you guys. I like kind of like to do that. Okay. So in the last 30 days, right? My reels are getting the most attention, and then next my stories. Post, and if I'm just posting a video alone, like those are on my lower things. So I know that my reels are doing pretty good. And let's see how many, I'm going to click over to the tab. So about 160 of those are coming from my followers. So the people that I have chosen to follow are following me, right? And then non-followers, I have almost the same amount, right? Which means that my analytics are working right now to where I'm getting almost just as good of a reach outside of my, we'll say, sphere of influence, right? As well as internally, it's pretty consistent that way. So I do like to look at these things. If I go over the last 90 days, right? So I'm 683 versus 90 days, which is 1,000. Okay, so that's 3 months. So you can tell I've been doing a lot more lately. But again, we're going back down to my reels are in my post when I'm looking at the overall. If I look at my followers, so the people that are in my friends group, it's kind of like, I think it's pretty even. I wouldn't say it's like one's like large streak versus the other one. But then when I look at my reels, clearly my reels are what's getting the attention of all my non-followers. Okay. I just want you guys to have like a base on this because this matters. Okay. If I scroll down, right, I see that my lucky leprechaun did really well. Don't even laugh at my face. I was singing in the car. I've been trying to be vulnerable, people. Okay, we have the event that we did with Sharing the Room in Phoenix Children's Hospital. That one got 191 on April 16th. I did one for the tax. Mike Ross and Nathan Nance, they're coming out to teach on their book, right? And then I did post a fun one with something in the office. Okay, so right now I want to look back and go, like, I look at it. I've been tracking my numbers and stuff like that because I want to see which parts of my content are doing better. And I think during the Facebook one, I told you all that what I noticed was I had some videos that I would like put on TikTok and they were doing great, but they wouldn't do really well on Instagram or Facebook, and vice versa. Like then I was putting some things on Facebook and Instagram, right? And they were doing really well, and they weren't doing well on TikTok. Why? Because our demographics are different. Okay, so I'm probably not appealing to one when I'm posting. So I've been trying to be very conscious, and I've been playing with a lot of other different content to just be fun. Okay. So most of my interactions are coming from my reels. I can see that. And that's usually when I post my reels, I'll tell you that my friend request and my Insta messages and stuff like that go off. Sometimes I can pull business out, but right now it feels like a lot of feeding through stuff and people that want things I don't want to give them. Okay. Top content based on engagement, right? So now it's telling me who's engaged. So this one, which was, I think, a fun one, I had one of the agents in Glendale, they had given, was so sweet. Michael King got me a big bell for us to ring here. It's a big cowbell. So I did one with that. That one did really well. That was my Thirsty Thursday one. That one got 14, right? So it's just gonna tell me, right? What I do know is this week I'm going to focus on asking questions when I start my reels. Okay, like one of my thing is I'm gonna start my Who Said It's, because I've been posting about like fun real estate quotes and who said it, right? To go along kind of with all my hacks and stuff like that, just like these little snippets of things. So I'm gonna be trying like 30 seconds or a minute under little videos and working on that, okay? Now, I do want to tell you that not one of these videos here, or if I go up, is real estate related. They are related to real estate. They're just not real estate. I'm not asking and soliciting for business necessarily. I am soliciting for engagement. So I want to take it up a notch just so you guys, I'm going to work through my plan as I'm sharing this with you. But yeah, I'm going to work on asking questions first and working on not having a pause when I first start my video. Those are my two like things, because we've noticed that the pauses in the videos will stop the watch, right? So I would talk about Insta gratification, right? Like we can't even handle a pause. So, and I'm trying to really work on being authentic and not trying to edit my stuff out and put myself on the chopping floor, right? Which is what we learned last week. Okay, so now this one's really cool. So out of my followers, Instagram and their analytics has also started to tell me about when everybody is active, right? So when I look at this, where's my sweet spot, guys?
I mean, oh, no,
Looks like
6 PM, 3 to 6.
3 to 6 p.m. Noon.
Yeah, my hot spot's probably 3 to 6, but I get great engagement in general. I mean, anywhere before 6, well, for that 12 hours, right? So all of my people are pretty consistent around 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I've got about 12 hours I should be working with. I also know that I probably got to hit everybody at that 4th hour, that 11th hour and work, right? When we clock out, unless you're a real estate agent or a lender or anything else, then we don't get to clock out. But you know what I mean? So with that said, right? I know now looking at this, and I told you I did not look at any of my stuff, so I could be just as surprised as, you know, like you guys are. Like now I know that when I'm on Instagram and I'm posting too, that I really need to focus around 3 to 6 p.m. Which go.
What about weekends? Because that's Monday.
Yeah, so it does go Monday through Saturday or Sunday, if you see. So it doesn't tell me what the weekends versus the weekdays.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it's just giving me the whole week as a whole. So, and I am curious because like, remember when we went on Facebook, what did we see? We saw that when we were scheduling a post, it would show us our active times, right? So, yeah. So now I'm going to be more conscious. You know, we're sitting at 1:19. So the activity that we do today, I'm probably going to schedule to hit around 3 p.m. 3 to 4. Okay. Because I know that that's where I'm going to get my most engagement. Okay. Any questions about just that overrun of the analytics and how to understand where it's coming from and why? Okay. All right. So we can filter through. They give us like 7 day, 14, 30 and 90. Okay. I wish it was a little bit more customizable, but you can go back into the matrix and do that. Okay. So just like Facebook, right? On our left-hand side, we're going to have all of our options, right? All of our little mods to our things. So we're going to have our home, which is going to give us our news feed, no different than when we're on our phone or anything like that, right? So we're going to see kind of, you know, you guys can see clearly I got a lot of agents on my page. I'm starting to realize like when I go through now that makes sense for me now. I used to clean my page out of agents because they would screw my analytics up. But as a team lead, who's my source of lead gen? Agents. So it makes sense that my followings and stuff have been geared around accepting and doing that stuff around agents. In fact, just be like crazy wicked honest with you. Last night, if I've met with a recruit or if I've talked to somebody about like just them being in our world at all, I friended them last night. I did. I went and friended, and you know what? They all accepted my messages. or, like my request. So, why? Because I want them to feed into my analytics. I'm gonna start hitting and dropping little truth bombs, and things like that. So I want to make sure that they're part of that. Because the stuff that I'm inviting them to is relevant, right? So what I'm gonna do is relevant to what I'm asking them to do. I want them to see me. I want them to know that I exist and that I'm relevant. Okay, even on our social platform. Okay, any questions about this? Any so far?
You know, I do not have, I have home search,
So you're on your mobile. I would tell you I'm on my desktop.
Oh.
It might look different. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's right.
So when we edit, we're posting and stuff like that, we'll go to the phone, but for the prosperity of showing you everything that it can do, I'll be using the desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
that makes-
So, okay, I'm gonna slide you down just a little bit for me. Okay, so do we see where you see finding balance 1983? By the way, I'm a Libra Scorpio, so it's balance. I was born 1983. I'm constantly trying to find my balance. You'll see it says switch, okay? This is where we will toggle if we had any existing accounts. So if you're hiding accounts from people or whatever, I've always been pretty much, I don't have a lot of multiple accounts for anything if I don't need so. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back. So if you did toggles, just like Facebook, right? If I'm toggling between, you guys saw me do that with Northeast, right? Because I'm an admin for this Facebook business page in this market center. So I would just toggle there if you guys have any additional ones. How about you, Deborah? Any questions?
Sending there right now.
Type in though.
Just go.
Okay. How about you, Laura? You got anything, love, yet?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So just like Facebook, right? They give us like all of our stuff up here, like when we have our friend suggestions. On this side, it's on the right-hand side. Okay. So if someone's following you or someone's been looking at you, so when people look at you, they do pop up into your, you might know, on Facebook or for Instagram, it's suggested to you. Okay, so I know I went to high school with her. And we used to walk to the bus together. She was 2 years younger. I know this is an agent in my office. I know that is an agent who's finishing K-Score. I also know that was an agent that I helped manage at a different thing. So if I wanted to, I don't even have to go into everybody, but I could just go ahead and start to follow or request, okay? On that right-hand side, if I wanted to see everybody, I could just click all. Okay, and I'm just gonna be given my full list of people, okay? So, all these people I can tell you right now have some direct connection to me. A lot of these people are agents within our market center too. So you guys will probably recognize some of these names. So again, if you want to request that, kind of the rule of thumb, it's a lot different than Facebook. Facebook, we like accept or deny your friend request. But on Facebook or Instagram and TikTok specifically, it's kind of customary. And would we call it, what's the word I want to use? I mean, it's customary to follow someone if they're following you. Like that respect, it's not the same with Facebook. It's not like a lockdown, okay? So you can always go and we can edit out and stop following someone or block them or something like that, just like we did with Facebook, okay? So anyways, right-hand side, you'll see that. If we wanted to search for someone or something, we would just go here. You can tell I was looking for Mike Ross and NW Premier, who's going to be doing the tax thing on the 23rd for us. So they were kind of the last search that I went. So if you have someone's handler or you know their name or something like that, you can always go. Deborah, do you have an Instagram?
Well, I'm on it.
What's your name?
Where do you want to?
It was right there. Is this it? No,
No.
someone else's.
So this is what's confusing. Oh, there's no E in it. WORTHY.
Oh, that's.
Right that way.
Okay. Yep,
There you go.
there you are. Okay, so I'm gonna follow my beautiful Miss Deborah. Okay.
You can start liking on my.
I know, but I feel, I mean, I also see him on Facebook too, and I don't know if we are, Sarah. Is yours your, oh, no,
Some
yep,
preference.
okay. Bam,
When you post 86 followers, I never use it.
and then, oh, I'm already following you, David. Guess I'm stalking you. Actually, I had to try to get a good headshot. Laura, do you have Insta?
Laura Zazie Homes.
Laura with an S?
Yes.
Yes.
There we
No,
go.
no apostrophe. Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, so like instantaneously, so you guys should all have gotten dinged from me. That you have a new follower, except for you, David, because I was stalking you. Okay. Explore, by the way, is it's ways to like change the way that your algorithm is working and to kind of push things that are more relevant to you, if ever you wanted to change it. One of the things that we have found, so I don't post or comment on political stuff because I don't want my feed to be for the algorithm to push in and have that be in my feed. Okay. So I actually gosh, it must took me like about half a year to get the political post to stop posting up. And so I had to be very conscious about when I was saying something, if I like something, if I didn't, whatever. But this is a good way if you're not getting or you're getting into something new, you can go into the explore thing and you can start to watch things and kind of change your algorithm here. It's on that left-hand side. I've never really played with this piece of it. It's just, it is something. So, especially when the content that you're seeing is not relevant to what you want to see. Okay.
How did Laura spell hers? I was looking for her.
Oh, Laura.
LAURASAZ Homes. All one word, no apostrophe, no.
I think she's wearing like a reddish pinky shirt.
I missed the F in, there she is.
Here she is. Okay, so right now we're, I just clicked over into Reels. Okay. You know what it's doing. That looks like a little funky, doesn't it? Like, I feel like I only don't have a whole page of anything. I don't know why that's not working. Okay, if we have messages, now I don't know if you guys know this, but depending on how your privacy settings are sitting, we have what we consider messages. Okay, and then request, and they're not always easy to find. Okay. So messages come from people that you have like a direct, some kind of direct link to, okay? They could be in your phone, like a phone number. You could,
Facebook.
yeah, Facebook. There's something that connects you that allows that like message to go through. Then we have what is considered a request. And again, Facebook messaging has it too. It's harder to find theirs. This one's much easier on Instagram. These are people that have no connection to you. I find a lot of those messages come through, like if you post on Marketplace, right? They're like so far removed from anything connected to you. So they go under like a request piece. I've actually missed messages that were relevant that went under there. So I just, so not pure. Okay. So I just want you guys to keep in mind, because the whole point of doing this is for us to do what? Help lead gen and build our brand awareness and stuff like that. Okay. I'm struggling right now. And again, I'm always honest with you guys. So, I mean, I don't even have to go through it, right? Courtney, we all know who she is. If you guys know me, you know, Sally is one of my best friends. We all know Alex, David Mangum. I used to run his brother's team, and he's an agent here. Vincent, he was one of the gentlemen that, I just said. Aaron Rivera is, married to Kelly. He used to be an agent here, Richard Green, right? Barbara Ann Grasses used to be my mother. Like, there's all these, like, connections, right? But I also have this other crap in there. Do you see that? I don't even want to click on it. The Raul, the question mark, he's messaged me like 5 times. How
Yeah.
are you doing today? I know exactly where those are going. So I've had to like turn my messengers like notifications off. So I have to be very conscious to go back in. So like I always joke like Alex will send me something and I'm like, yeah, oh, sorry, I missed that. That was like 5 days ago. So I'm having, I wish we could filter through a little bit more if they know you or, I don't know, whatever. So my primary, my general, and then my request. So let's see what's in my request. Okay, so it's identifying spam. Do you see that?
Mhm.
Can we grow your YouTube around mass DM marketing, right? So like, I'm gonna delete them. I don't want them. We're good. Okay. So anyways, you can manage all of your stuff here. Okay. You can only go into a safe message because. Oh, Courtney, I sent her something pretty funny. Oh, this was hilarious. I haven't watched Reels a lot lately, but please. You got one second time. Right? I was like, come on. It was hilarious. So I sent that to Courtney because it was really funny, right? So in here, I just want to let you guys know if you're dealing with anything kind of crazy, okay, you can always hit this button right here. And so I can go ahead and I can mute the message. So if I felt like it, I could probably go through all those, hey babe, how you doing kind of messages that I keep getting, and I can mute them, okay? And I can move them to general if they're safe, right? Or I mean, they're not like, and then I can report them, block them, or I can delete the chat, okay?
I'm sorry, what did you put to get that?
Oh, yeah, no worries. See this eye in the upper right-hand corner right
Yes.
here?
Yeah.
We're just gonna hit the eye.
Okay.
Okay. And again, when I hit my eye, I get all these. If I'm reporting someone, it's because they're saying something, soliciting something that's wrong. They're breaking some type of something, okay? If I block them, clearly I just don't want them to have even access to seeing my stuff. And if I'm deleting the chat, I just want it completely out, okay? So that's how you're gonna navigate anything like that in your messages. We can make video and phone calls through Instagram. Okay, through the Messenger platform. You can do the same thing through Facebook. I didn't go into Messenger. We didn't have enough time with the guest speaker and stuff. But if I wanted to call Courtney, I could just hit that telephone button up there. Or if I wanted to have a video conference with her, I could do the same thing. Okay, so we can navigate, it's just easy. This button right here, just so you know, that's how you're going to create your new message. Okay. Just use Courtney for prosperity's sake. Okay, so it identified her. I can say I want to chat with her. It's going to throw me back into this message box. Okay. In addition to that, if I had additional accounts, if you saw that, see where my finding balance 1983 is next to that messenger bar right there, right here. Okay, I could toggle between my messages there as well. All right, any questions about messages? I just want you guys to understand how to use them because we do need to use them. All right, notifications. So this is where if we get a follower or someone likes our stuff or they comment on something or anything like that, we're going to see our notifications here on the heart. For Facebook, it is a bell, ding, ding. For Insta, it is a heart, okay? So you can navigate all of your stuff, right? You can also, this is what I also love too, because I don't have to go into my, maybe like into the comment directly. So we had Miss Peters, okay? I solicited, said it wasn't just for agents because it wasn't, it was about, just building up and whatnot. I know her, she is a personal friend, she wanted to go, she can't go. So I already know that like that post was getting that level of engagement. Actually, I had quite a bit of real estate agents, not in our brokerage, like that I'm friends with, go, oh, I would love to come to that. Right? So I can see that. You know, again, if they like my story, like my photos, anything like that, I can go ahead and take a look. I'm pretty good about doing it, but here's a good example. So I don't have to click out to follow. Right here, I can see that Old Pueblo Real Estate is following me. So I can just hit follow right there. Okay, and I never went out of my message or my notification bar. I can just stay ding, ding, ding. Usually I'm on my phone and I'm just like follow, follow, follow. And I try to follow that etiquette. Follow, lots of follow in there, but you get what I'm saying. Okay. Any questions about notifications? Okay, pretty self-explanatory. All right. This post button right down here, where I feel like I'm missing my reels and stuff. It always looks different on your thing. Okay,
Doesn't
so we
show
can
up
go
when-
ahead and say again.
Doesn't it show up when you hit the post button, whether you're doing a
I'm-
post or a reel?
Yeah, because I'm not on my mobile. Yeah. So post, like there's a video there, like Laura said, so probably be able to do the reel and stuff there. Or we can do a live video. This live video is what Miss Peters was encouraging us to do. I want to be honest and tell you that I want to work and do a live video and talk about Red Day and be vulnerable because of just my young one, you know, having, like I was in the hospital for 4 days because they wanted to do blood transfusion. So the fact that Red Day is like, I thought like, oh, I've been actually sitting and like even today I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do the video and I'm like, oh, that's really personal. You know what I mean? It's one thing to share it with y'all, but then like I'm putting it out there, like, so I've been debating like it, but I have to be unapologetically authentically me, right? And that is part of my story and I love my child and I'm very proud to have had him and thankfully I didn't need one, but you know, all the things. So, okay. So I'm not going to go live right now, but let's just go to post. Okay. So I can drag my video directly from here. So I was downloading a whole bunch of stuff, working on some things. This one just happened. I made it a GIF. I just took the stagnant and threw a video on top of it. Yeah. So it's going to automatically, they just started doing this year. Any of our videos automatically get pushed to a reel. Okay. So they're not part of our posting thing. That's why I wish I guess they combined it. Right. So now we can see that my thing is up there. I can hit next. Okay. I can trim my video. Okay. If I wanted to, I already trimmed it. So there's no point because it's already at like 4 seconds. Right. But I can trim it. Oh. I can choose the cover photo. So I like to make really funny faces and you guys have seen them. So it's funny. It's like, it wants to pick up my funniest face and I don't care, but even part of me is like, maybe that should be my cover photo is my, you know, face on things, but you can change your cover photo and you don't have to select from that. So when you guys go onto my YouTube channel, like for the office, you'll see that a lot of mastery courses have my cover photo on them. Why? Because I'm going to choose the cover photo. I don't have to choose from the video that I'm doing. Okay. So this video has no audio because I placed the audio in it while I was editing it. Hello. Hi, Kyle. Bye, Kyle.
Walking first.
It was just a drive-by. Okay. So it has no video, but if or audio, and it's not going to let me go, maybe it'll let me do it the next. I know your phone lets you do it. Okay. So if I play it, okay, just mom feeding her baby, can't say anything inappropriate, but just that, you know, that I was trying to capture the intimacy between newborn baby and mama. Okay, so I can put my caption here. You guys know that I prefer to go into chat GPT and hi and bye again. I like to go in there and let it just kind of do its thing and then I'll move it around or whatever if I need to. I like to add my location wherever I'm sitting. So if I'm in Phoenix or whatever, because why? I want the algorithm to pick that up. It's being really funky, my thing. Okay. accessibility. So we can go ahead and write in some, you know, like texting and things like that that describe things to help anybody that might, excuse me, be struggling to actually, you know, listen or anything like that, which is really awesome. But I would encourage you guys, if you guys have audio of any sort, to just have it captioned. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm gonna try to jump onto my phone and show you how to do that. Okay, advanced settings. Hide, like, and view count on this post. If you didn't want that to be seen for whatever reason, I don't know why, but there are certain people, or turn off commenting. Okay, sometimes we just want to post something and we don't want the engagement back. I see people that use these things, also use them in a place where they're like, I said what I said, and you don't get an opinion on that. And so if that's your piece, and you do that, okay? And then we would just share it. I could tag people on the lower left hand. Oh, I'm gonna cancel that. Tag people. So you guys will see me if I'm doing something for the office. Chances are I'm gonna tag Alex. This office, if I'm doing it out of my personal, I will tag Glendale a lot of the times. I'll tag Courtney and Megan as well, right? Because I want to reach out and have that extension. Okay, so if we wanted to, you just like, right, if I start hitting Alex in, he comes up first thing, okay? So tagging it, again, we'll attach it to someone else's thing. They can approve it if they've got any restrictions, right? And then it goes onto their feed as well. Any questions about that? Doing that from this side, okay? Okay, I'm not gonna go live. Just be prepared. There's not, when you hit live, people, there's no more, like you're in it, right? You can go back and like you can go back and delete it and stuff like that, but just be prepared when you're doing it. Okay, so super easy from the side. I do very much prefer to use my phone, so I'm going to get on my phone here soon. Okay. What I just did is I hit my profile in that lower right left hand corner. See that my picture, it says profile. The reason why I went to profile is because I want you to see a couple things that we can't see otherwise. Okay. Obviously, I can see a little bit of my bio. I can see that count, right? Which is why I went straight into the view insights. If I hit new, I can put a highlight. So if I wanted a video, I wanted to like do something. So I might do that with, I think my tidbits of information, my little hacks and my who said it would be great highlights because they're going to be very short videos.
Sorry, now I'm just wondering why yours looks so different from mine,
Let me see, hold on.
but I think I just figured it out. It's because I have all these highlight pages.
Oh yeah, I don't,
Figured it out.
you figured it out. Okay, so now we can see when I'm on my page on the back end, right? I can see my posts, I can see my reels, I can see if I saved anything, and I can see if I was tagged in anything, okay? So if I hit post, right, it's giving me everything, okay? So you see, I'm just a big freaking dork. I just love having fun. I should probably put some more cat videos on there. Yo,
How's it going?
did you guys ever see the dog poop one? Yeah, that one's on there. So I just fun, right? See, I don't have like a ton. I do have some real estate stuff on there, like that's called action that way, but most of my stuff is just about what we're doing and events and things like that. Now, if I hit reels and I go down, what do we start to see? So this is something I have to fix, and I haven't fixed it yet because I wanted you guys to see. Because Facebook and Instagram are going to cross post, you see what's happening? I'm getting cross postage or posting. So I need to figure out where that's coming from because it's screwing my analytics up. Because my stuff is split. And you'll see it, I'll show you a good one.
So one thing I found out when I do that on Facebook posts, and it asks you to share, and you're trying to share it somewhere else, that's usually when I get a double. I don't get it on Instagram, but that's because I don't share them on Instagram. But if I do it on Facebook, then I get doubles.
I've been trying to be real conscious to like, so Facebook and Instagram can have different music stuff and so can TikTok. So sometimes I have to go and post separately. And so I've been trying to like go, no, don't share it for this one post. But there's definitely been a struggle. I think I deleted it. I think it was my one from Family Reunion that I had posted and there was one. Yeah, so it's messing with it is messing with my analytics. Okay, you can see that here's a good example, right? They're just split. Shouldn't have this video on there twice. Right? So, but anyways, you can see your views and things like that here. If you had saved anything, let's see what I saved. I don't even know what I saved. I don't even know what these are. I mean, that's the happy faces. That's one of my,
Way you can get rid of those?
yeah, that's a good. Like I said, the saved one, this one right here, that's a family friend. That's like one of my family friends. So yeah, it's not even. I don't even know why some of this is on. I don't even watch makeup tutorials. I could have just hit something or one of the kids or something. Okay, and if I was tagged in anything, I could see that here. So you'll see, this is a good example, right? Those are my sisters. This is a cake I made, it fell apart. One of my market centers tagged me in something. One of my best friends here tagged me in something. My daughter tagged me in something. This market center tagged me, right? Like I just, like this, so this is, if you're tagged to anything, this is a good place to go ahead and find it. The cool thing too is you can copy the link, go to the post, share. And if you go to the post, I think you can download. I know you can download your personal stuff, okay? I don't know about you, but I like to keep all my memories kind of like in a back place of like my work histories and stuff, but that's just me. Okay, so anyways, there's that. Any questions about your page? Okay, edit profile, view archives, add tools. This is where we would go to add. And you can find your QR code, go to your professional account, notification, setting, privacy. Is it that I'm not meta verified? I'm not meta verified with Facebook or Instagram. I don't have enough. And I don't know which one it is. I want to say it's probably Instagram. Hold on.
Where are you pulling that drop down?
Why is that looking weird? Cool. Yeah, I'll show you. So see this little, I like this, it's not a gear. But this right here, up right hand corner, see where it's the edit profile, view archive, and add tools.
Oh, got it.
Yep, so you can go to your professional account, you can go to your apps and websites, embed things, supervision, if you're watching something or someone's like helping you, meta verified. I believe it's Instagram, I don't have enough yet to be able to get that, and you've got to pay for it too. Anyways, so I'm gonna hit add tools, okay? Because we haven't really jumped into creating. Now, first off, I don't have a payment set up here, but I do on Facebook. I could create an ad, okay? I can boost content from my profile. So if I was doing an event, like, let's say the Red Day, right? And I wanted to push that, I could boost it. It's no different than Facebook. You put a couple bucks behind it. Okay, I can choose which one I want. I mean, I don't really have.
Rachel? I can't hear you anymore.
I had, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so because my Facebook account and my Instagram were locked down for a long time, like this is where you can do that. You can say you want it private. I wouldn't recommend that. Defeats the point of having one if you're using it for business, okay? So member blocked. Is it not sharing with you, hon? I think that stopped. Hold on. Can you see the screen, hon?
Yes.
Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Just wanna make sure. Okay. Again, you guys get to see like some of the other stuff of me. I don't even know why. Okay, so these people, they're blocked for a reason, right? But you just saw I had someone in there that didn't need to be there. So I just unblocked them, okay? But this is where you would view anybody that you've said no can have no access to viewing anything. Even when you comment on something, when you guys block someone on Facebook and Instagram, even if you comment on something about somebody's thing that you guys could both be friends with, the other person cannot see it. I hope you guys know that. So feel free to block people that are not of use in your life. Okay. So, all right. So messages, how others can interact with you. I do want you guys, one of your guys' chores today is going to be to go through this portion of it, all your settings to make sure everything's in line. So how can, okay, it keeps popping up to the top, guys. I'm sorry, so I have to keep scrolling. I'm under how others can interact with you, okay? So how many people can reach you? Let me hit my message controls. Message request, don't receive message requests. So message requests for people who follow you on Instagram will be delivered to your message request folder unless you choose not to receive them, okay? I don't want to not receive them, so I'm going to leave that message request open. Others on Instagram, same thing, okay? They're going to fall under that. Group setting, who can add you to a group? Everyone on Instagram, only people you follow on Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know why I would want to be on a group without approval. I've had a lot of people do that on Facebook too. Just like add me to a group and I'm like, hey, you, I don't know if I want to be part of this. Okay. So going back down, right? Where would it go? Okay. So now I'm going to go to story replies. Who can reply to your story? Everyone, or people you follow, or turn it off. Okay. Again, I don't know why you would do that. We would want interactions with our stories. Okay. All right, next is tags and mentions. Okay. Now I have it, and I know I told you guys this last week, but I have my Facebook and stuff set up so that if someone tags me in something, I have to approve it. I have my, just in full transparency, I had my mother's boyfriend like post political stuff and tag, you know, like tag it to my, post it to my wall and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want that on there. I didn't even believe in the things he believed in to begin with. So it was easier just to have full control back over and make sure that I controlled what was on my time feed. Okay. So allow tags from everybody, allow tags, and no, I want people to tag me, but manually approve tags, right? I want to manually approve my tags. Okay, I turn that on. So now the same for Facebook and Instagram. If you tag me in something, doesn't mean you can't. It just means it's going to come through now as my notifications that I have a pending approval to approve that tagged post. Okay, does that make sense?
Mhm.
I want you, and this is why I want you guys to do this, because this matters how people are communicating with you. Okay? Comments?
I just found a plastic surgery tag in my
Say hi.
text. I just found a plastic surgery tag in mine. I
Did
didn't even
you?
know it was there. Yeah,
There you go, right? And you're like, wait a minute. Yeah.
right.
So yeah, just approve them 100%. Okay, so allow comments from, I can do it from everyone, people I follow, people that just follow, that are my follow, or people I follow, or people that follow me, or people I follow and follow me all at the same time, okay? I want everyone, because my thing is to have reach, okay? In addition, I want to allow gifts. They're hilarious. Okay, no different. Can't say anything through a gift. You can't say through text, right? And I'm gonna prove everything, so I don't really care. So allow that interactive piece of things to happen, okay? I wonder why it pops you all the way up to the top when you
I
do
don't
this.
know.
Do you notice that it's
Yeah,
annoying?
yeah.
Okay, sharing and remixes. Now, there's some privacy settings, and this is like it's almost its own class. But in the back end, we can actually dictate if someone can save our video, if they can remix it. We can put some lockdowns on our content, okay? Now, I've thought a lot about the reasons for having that done, okay? Do I want someone to be able to save my video? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I honestly don't know if I want. And now I've thought about a lot of this stuff, and I've chosen not to touch anything until I jump into this class so that I'm doing it real time with you guys. But I don't know if I want that, okay? Could they remix my stuff, which means I can slice it and do some things like that? I don't know. And let's talk about that, okay? Before we even go into this, what would be the cons? Okay, no, let's go. That's easier. What would be the pros of letting someone download our video and tweak it?
Yeah,
Tweak
it
it?
could be the ones that relate that you don't want it to have on there.
Positive. So the pros.
Oh, positive.
Pros, yeah, cons are going to be so easy.
It keeps you out there, it keeps you relevant in a different format. Maybe
Okay.
to a circle that you wouldn't normally have exposed yourself to.
So you feel that they would potentially save it for the use of reposting it somewhere else?
Possibly, especially if they were within your industry.
Okay,
Let's say, it was a video of a showing of a property that you did. And they really liked that and they wanted to share it with their buyers on their feed. So that's very positive. You would want that to reach another exponential amount of followers that normally wouldn't be in your sphere.
yes.
So that's a very positive.
Now, I don't have the answer to this answer, but my question is it still attached to me if they download it? And if it's not attached to me other than my branding on it,
Yeah, then how is it beneficial? No, I see that. Yeah.
Well, do you introduce yourself too?
say again?
Do you introduce yourself on your videos? Hi, it's Rachel. Hi, this is Rachel. Any of that?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It depends on the video.
But if
So
they're doing a voiceover on it anyway.
if they do a voiceover on
it's
it,
not gonna be your voice, or if they cut just a clip of it out or something, they're not gonna know who you are.
yeah, they aren't gonna know who you are, yeah.
So, like you said, is it a comeback?
That's why I want to talk to you guys
benefit?
about that,
Probably
yeah.
not.
Okay, well, what other pros could come? How about you, Laura, Aiden, David, Sarah? Like, what other pros might come from someone downloading and using our stuff?
If somebody was giving a talk or a presentation and they wanted to give an example of something you were talking about, they might like show your clip kind of a thing.
Okay, so it could be used for modeling purposes. Okay, or training or examples or
Presentations.
inspiration. Okay, I like it.
Mhm.
Okay, what do you guys got?
Well, it expands your reach. Let somebody else post your stuff.
If we have connection to it, yes, it would,
If
right?
they're tagging you in it, that's what we're just saying. If there was no connection to you on it, what does it benefit you?
Yeah,
Look you up, maybe.
yeah, no, 100%, right? So I'm getting.
Maybe Google SEO.
Okay, so you're saying that Google SEO would attach and there, yep, if it's on there to the actual content piece itself. Okay. Okay, so David's thing, if you didn't hear Laura, is that Google SEO, which is really just the website piecing of it, the piece is just all the website stuff. Okay, it's nothing to do with social, it's website, Google Analytics, that way, then it would be attached to your thing because of where it was sourced, right?
So I have a question on
Yeah,
that.
and I don't know the answer to that, but yeah,
So on this same thought, if someone is using this, is there, and they don't tag you, how do you know them?
exactly, you
How does
wouldn't,
it come back to you? That's what I'm wondering, because if there was a way that it tagged you on there and then you got it back, then at least you can follow up with that person
yeah.
and then.
So I would like to look into it. That's why I'm like, I don't have the answer yet, and I will have an answer because I think we need to know, right? Like, because we wouldn't necessarily, like, I've had a lot of my stuff be used for like training purposes specifically. You know what I mean? Interviews and things that I've done for like CRMs and whatnot. And so like, yeah, I would love that. Why are you laughing?
I
You
just had
could
an
ask
example.
your permission first. I mean, if they asked your permission, then you could decide whether or not to share it instead of just them taking it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
are they really gonna do that on a post?
Yeah, they're not going
I'm
to.
chuckling because
Well, then they shouldn't use it.
in Colorado, I had an agent who did a showing and it was my sign out front. I'm chuckling because she blacked out my phone number.
Oh, how funny.
But it was so funny because she's standing in front of it. She goes, "Oh, always a joy to see one of my fellow agents and show their houses." But she had blacked.
But
out
she
my
blocked you
phone
out. That's
number.
funny.
So she tagged me in it.
Yeah,
She mentioned me,
yeah,
but she blacked my phone number off the sign.
yeah.
So that was kind of funny. So I got the tag of that
You still got the tag, yeah.
from there.
So do you have anything, Aiden?
Well, to kind of go off what they're saying, I kind of feel like even if you don't leave your information and they just kind of post something off your story, at least then people will still be seeing your face that they might not have seen before.
I'm glad that you said that because the only thing that I could think of, and at least when I thought about my content, right? Because I can only appeal, or I can only relate back to what I'm doing, right? Or what I've seen, right? So I've been using my face a little bit more in my stuff the last like couple years in general, but especially this last year. I am just as uncomfortable and not confident about a lot of pieces of me as well. Okay, so like it's been, I have to gear myself up every time I do a video, unless I do a video for you guys, then I can just be like, just crazy Rachel, right? But like I said in last week's class, like I'm struggling with that. But my face is very unique. You know what I mean? I don't look like anyone else. I don't sound or have gestures like anyone else. And so if that was something that I could get recognition from, you know, that facial personality recognition, would I want that to go unused?
Right. I can think of another instance where I had my tagline
Mhm.
on a post I had and another agent reposted it. So even though she posted it on her feed, mine still said Worthy Home Team
Yeah.
in the post.
And the
So I
post
just teased her and I just said, "Thanks for this free promo."
promo, yeah,
on there.
yeah.
I mean, she could have gone in and put some over it on
Yeah.
her chin,
Well, good for her.
so.
Okay, so so really what I'm hearing is we don't know a lot of information about, or I don't know if we have like enough to gauge if it's yes or no. So I'm gonna err on the fact that I'm just gonna tell you that when we get to that piece, I'm gonna shut my stuff down. I don't want anybody sharing it until I can identify that I'm gonna be attached to it. Cause if not, like, has anyone ever laughed at a meme?
Of course.
Okay, of what, like high school photo, like the redheaded kid, remember that? That one, and he was all cheesy, they made everything, then there was a guy who was like, he kind of was smiling like this, and it became like the meme for everything uncertain, right? And that's a photo, but like, I've also seen videos where they've taken it and they cropped it, and it's just a repetitive piece of the fail. You know what I mean? So I'm like, am I prepared to have my stuff potentially spliced in a way that it, uh-huh. So I don't know if I'm quite there yet.
There's nothing you can do if it goes viral.
That's true.
Amen, girl. And I'm like, which would be great, right? But like, why?
Maybe.
Why do you want to go viral? Yeah. I'm just not prepared for that yet. I'm scared.
So can I throw this out there?
Yeah.
Think of how many agents that have their face on their sign,
Yes,
okay? People drive past, they see it all the
Yep.
time, maybe they have their face on a on a bus bench or on a billboard,
Yeah,
okay? In my mind, I'm thinking that's no different on social media. They're going through a scroll. They see your face, whether it was spliced, reposted,
mhm.
commented on or whatever. Is that really any different? Because you don't know if someone's not going by taking a picture of your bench post sign with your face on it and making a joke about.
You're not wrong.
So
You're not
I'm
wrong.
thinking, it's kind of like, there is no such thing as bad publicity. I mean, publicity is publicity, right?
But if you say something
Everything
weird, or
makes
if you have a weird laugh or something like that, you
You know
don't
what
know
I
if somebody's
mean.
just gonna take that part of
I
it.
don't know. It's just you're out there and that's your business is you're out there. So.
Okay, so
That's true.
we're gonna
Can't always
be,
be a bad thing.
we're gonna be really real right now,
Okay,
because you know me, I love to be as real as possible.
sure.
Okay. My OneDrive is freaking out, so no judging the fact that everything's aired out. Okay. So what social day did we do? That, oh, you know what? I know where they're at. Hold on. Pause. I was downloading all my projects and stuff I've done over the last like 15 years. Okay. Canva. Okay. Yeah, no, maybe so. You see some of this. By the way, if anybody wants bottle labels, I have been doing them for y'all, so let me know. You already got them, David. You can ask. Give me all the shit in the morning. Laura, if you want bottle labels, let me know.
I will, thank you.
Okay. So we're just gonna kind of jump. And I'm gonna open a presentation up real quick. My computer's acting a little slow, if you can't tell. I think I'm streaming and doing a little bit too much. What did we do etiquette? Week 2? I feel like it was week 2. See, everything's like errored out. It's so weird. I think I might need to do an update too. Bear with me, guys. Week 1 was, yep, no, it's not the one. There's a couple people in here, so it's a little. Oh yeah, this was it. This was the first week. Okay. So we went through etiquette, right? Do you remember that? Were you here for that? Were you here? You were here. Were you here? Okay.
No.
So. Okay, Susie, did you see what she posted? Like, we've all had someone, share something crazy that they found on social. Okay, my computer's acting slow, Laura, so bear with me, hun.
Mhm.
Okay, what I'm gonna get into is this. Okay,
Okay.
please understand everything's blurred out. You cannot see anything. Okay, I promise you. But this was gosh, I think it was like in LA. He had a listing and he did like a nude photo shoot for the listing. I'm not kidding you. He got like totally the broker to like let him go, right? Let me see. Okay. Let me present and I'll show you some things. And I want you to keep this in
You want
mind.
to list of the top 5 things you don't do?
So, you know, our real estate group chats and stuff like that, you'd be amazed. And I mean, like, I am a big proponent of like, you own you. If you feel beautiful, be beautiful. Okay. If you feel handsome and striking, be handsome and striking. I'm all for that. I'm not up for us girls like having our stuff all out. You'd be surprised how many like in our Facebook groups and stuff like that, like these ones where we're masterminding and we're forums and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, everything's out. And you're like, girl, we're taking money for commission houses, not anything else, okay? So let me, oh, I gotta delete this one. That's what's happening. I think they'll let me do it now. Yeah, my computer's not really happy. Okay. Now we can see. Real estate agent fired upon at property because she supported Trump. And that was thrown out everywhere. Okay. Real estate agent Amy Marshall fired because of her derogatory comments. So her comments specifically were around people being poor and not having enough money to buy and stuff like that. And that was a post, right? Now, I'm not saying that's not what we're doing. Real estate agents caught cheating in a listing. Okay, based off of cameras. We saw this guy. Okay, all the glory. This still breaks my heart every time I read it. This comes from a team lead. It wasn't with KW, but this was on one of our Arizona forums. And this team lead sent her agent that if she's not in production by March, that she should really consider if this is the industry she should be in. Okay. Oh, why'd that do that? Okay. This one, NAR settlement. This was one of the only things I've ever participated in. But the amount of like Gary it sucks and KW sucks and the misconceptions and stuff like that around everything were there, right? This was also part of something like that, right? Just being nasty. So the reason why I'm showing you this is because, right, it poses that question, like, you're right, Deborah, can't really stop someone from taking something. But if we don't understand it, are we really willing to expose it more than we need to? And I know it's a double-edged sword, right? Like, as we're sitting here going, expose yourself, right? And we're sitting here going, okay, but tell the world all the things. And then, but don't do that. Don't let them share that. Don't let them do that, right? So
it's yours to share, not theirs to share.
Yes, yes. So I'm going to encourage you that if your social media content allows us, or platforms allow us to not have it saved or remixed or audio downloaded, that we don't do that. Now allow it to share and tag and things like that because you can control that. Okay, deal? Sorry, Laura. Welcome to Rachel's lectures.
Sounds reasonable.
It's perspective, right? Like where, you know, and it's different for everyone. So I don't want you guys to think that because this is my, you know, my viewpoint, or I'm sharing this with you, that it has to be the way you do things. I just want you to make sure that you guys are aware of what we're getting ourselves into. Where did Instagram go?
That it can happen. I didn't know they could do that.
Sorry, girls and boys, I'm missing oh, there it is. See Rachel's brain, too many tabs open at any given time. Okay, so now let's go through
Threads.
Huh?
What do you think about Threads? Is it like
Well,
Twitter?
you know what? What do you, Aiden, you're younger. Are you on Threads?
Not really.
Are you, David?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think like Squarespace and some of those other, or Fourspace, what was it? Or Foursquares. I think like some of those.
It
I'm-
keeps giving me prompts to get in it, but I figured it was like a Twitter thing and I don't have time for that.
I'm just, Twitter's like 2 sentences worth. You know what I mean? And I feel like Twitter's become almost this political advocation piece. And if that's your jam and that's your network and that's your voice, like that's your platform, do it. But like I just had the person, I have a, I guess that he's a close friend. But he's a lender and he's not in our office. We don't like do anything with him or anything like that. It's just he's big on social and we've always had these great things. And he actually snapped at me for Snapchat. Cause I'm like, I'm trying to like, I've just gotten into TikTok, right? But I don't like Snapchat because I had to raise my babies through Snapchat and Snapchat was used to hide. Right? So from a parent perspective, what's the point, right? I haven't even like utilized it and he just, Rachel, I'm like, just like I do with you guys on TikTok. I'm like, come on, guys, it's our next demographic. I am missing a buffer there. So it's your call, girl. I mean, you jump into it, you find that it's useful and it's worth sharing, cool. If not, I'm gonna always encourage you guys just to stick to like the six, right? I think that's what we have.
That's
So
enough.
Google- Girl, it is, trust me. And as we go, it'll continue, right? Google, Facebook, Insta, I always have to do that. LinkedIn, Nextdoor, and YouTube. What am I missing?
The reels and shorts.
Yeah, but like platforms.
Mm.
Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Nextdoor, and YouTube. Not missing any. Those are my main, right?
Twitter.
See, there's so many. So,
Twitter, yeah.
oh, no, I don't have Twitter. I mean, I have a Twitter. I don't use, like, you guys,
It's on Twitter.
if we want to have like a specialty Twitter class, like breakout, and that's something that's like big for you guys, I'll jump into that. But like, right, Google is our SEO. Okay, it is the most used platform to search, best analytics, all the things, right? Facebook, most used platform. That's where advertising started. Instagram is our influencer and our branding. TikTok is our next generation of buyers. LinkedIn is our business social and we should be using it. Nextdoor is our farming social. And then YouTube is, well, YouTube is everything we need to find out to do. Okay, we go to YouTube, right? Okay, so we went on kind of on a tangent, but let's go back to sharing and remixes. So what people can share, allow post and reel sharing to stories. So when this is on, people can share your post and reels to their stories. Your user and name will always appear. So should I have that clicked on? Based off the conversation that you know I feel in?
I say yes.
Yes, yes, because it's attached to my name. Allow sharing to messages. Let people share your story in a message. Yes, because it's going to be attached to my name. They click on it, it's going to go straight to my story and my page. Okay. Where can people share? Allow people to embed your post or profile into other websites. When this is on, your public post or profile can be shown outside the Instagram, including articles, blogs, and etc. Do I want this shared? Yes. Because it is still attached to what? Me. Allow requests to feature your post in shops. When this is on, business accounts can request to feature your photo and videos in their shops across the Meta company products after you tag accounts with shops or use hashtags related to shops in your post. Is that related to me? Yes.
Yes, if you're using these hashtags. yeah.
Yep, because it's staying what within the platform?
Right.
Okay. So where you share your story and post outside of it, Instagram shares your story to Facebook. So this one, yes. Facebook's a little bit different when you get into the meta too, because it'll tell you like, can you allow this? Like if you go to TikTok, am I on my TikTok here? Oh. Let me see. TikTok, make your day. That's their tagline. How did I miss that? Big QR code. Let me grab my phone.
Let's do the Krispy Kreme donut challenge. Let's go.
Thank you,
All
TikTok.
right. So I'm
We're
just gonna
always auto starting.
push them all down like this.
What were we just talking about?
Like that.
Rachel?
Freaking Voodoo Donuts, stop it, Deborah.
Did it to you again?
You're just listening
It was.
every
We
time.
were just talking about doing a donut tasting, and look what he was talking about.
It's so crazy.
Oh, I hate that, so bad.
It's so weird, you know, you talk about a certain car and you got ads for that car coming up. It's
That's
crazy.
why I unplugged my Alexa.
Yeah.
Rachel and I were talking about those little things that those hats are on.
Yeah.
Those are from the dollar store. They are
under
paper towel wrap.
Here, I'll call you.
So she was showing me to them.
I literally just got it.
On my feed was 100 hats.
There's no excuse for me, people.
Could be your towel.
Oh, that's why I did it, because I could hear it
Even
echoing
when you
back.
turn the battery off, the phone still listens.
Okay.
So my goal is to get a flip app. After a certain amount of time, I'll go back to a flip phone.
Yeah.
Get off all the social.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What was I looking at?
crazy. And after, he wanted to tell you all about the donut tasting challenge.
Apparently. Okay, so I just want to see something. We were in. Oh, TikTok, I've got to get my code.
You know, I was actually thinking of something to kind of help deter people from like stealing everyone's content. Like what some of these things I'll do is you could put like a watermark in your video.
Yeah, a lot of people that do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can do that with Canva. I'm not, oh, TikTok. Yeah, you can do that in Canva, 100%. Watermark it, you know, it's just taking something, putting it as white and then taking the transparency out. And that works 100%. Okay, so right now I'm pretty comfortable with what's going on with my account, okay? Where was that? See, that's fine. Thank you. Remind me. Maybe Sarah, where's my phone? Okay, so here we go. We're sharing and remixes, restricted accounts, okay? Why would I have these people restricted? They're literally my husband and 2 of our agents. Interesting. Okay. You know what? I probably was like sitting there putting everybody in so I could read through this. So I just unrestricted, but these are people that I don't want like maybe to have some interactions with, but they're not blocked. Okay, it's like when you unfollow someone or say, you know, keep me from follow or they're following piece and Facebook, same concepts. You're not saying, hey, we're not friends. I'm just saying I don't want to see your shit. Okay, that's part of how, that's why. That's part of how I got that political thing to happen, was I started to unfollow or restrict people, so then their stuff wasn't coming up onto my feed. So that was one of the ways that I did it. Okay, hidden words. Do we remember when we were over in Facebook last week and we talked about the business page piece and having words that we didn't want to be mentioned? Okay, so again, I know this sounds really harsh, but unfortunately, because we are still sitting in a place that people like to throw derogatory remarks around, right? If you feel passionate about something and someone doesn't feel passionate, it's probably one of those things that sparks things, right? You can go ahead and tell them to, you know, in the advanced comment filtering, you know, these types of comments or words or phrases or anything like that that you don't, that you want to block, okay? So I don't know maybe why we would do it now unless there was something. Now you can go through and do like F and B and A and FU and some of those, like you can go ahead and do those, right? If that's really offensive to you. But other than that, this is just how you would. So when the settings are on, it'll hide comments and message requests that have these words or phrases in them, okay? So if that's important to you, go ahead and make sure that the hidden words is, you know.
You just type them in and list them?
Yeah, so manage custom words, right? If I wanted to, I mean, I had them all on, but where is it?
I mean, what does that do when someone's feed pops up and it's got those words listed
Yeah, so
on
if I were to, I mean. Okay, I mean, YouTube might block me out, but. Right? I mean, go through
it? Yeah.
whatever you think might be there, right?
Absolutely.
That's Julio.
It's a good one.
I like to say asshat, but like, I mean, you do you. So the point that I'm getting to is and there are some people like, I think that when we were having the riots happen, right? And we had some, we had that community get so much closer to each other, right? And so for them to feel connected meant that they were getting heat from a lot of other places. So some of those derogatory remarks, right?
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm a white girl, but if I don't want to be called a gringo or a cracker, like I go ahead and say that, you know what I mean? If I was like sitting in a place where I was like being, I'm not like that, right? I am very much a lover of all people and don't have any kind of opinions that way, but I'm just saying, or let's say I was an advocate for pro-life, okay? And I don't want or pro-choice comments on my thing. And again, I'm just using these because we can all relate to how intense one side can be versus the other. I am not advocating for either or, okay? But this is where you would do it, you would submit it and so on and so forth, okay? You can go back and edit and do those things, but it's all up to you. I'm also going to I monitor and check my stuff. Believe it or not, I actually don't interact on social anymore. I literally post, check, make sure I'm not missing anything, and I get back out. I don't even I haven't had fun on social in a while. Okay, languages, if you had any other languages, website permissions, websites will connect with our stuff. They will integrate directly. Okay, so if that's the case for families, if I had like children or I was supervising some of those, accounts and stuff like that, it would be here. Okay, help page and then account status. I could remove my content or features that I can't use, okay? My content is not affected right now. Yeah, so I'm not in any piece like that I'm gonna be violating anything, so I'm all check mark. But if I had a red mark, it meant something was flagged, so I could go in and clear it out here. The meta also tells us all the things, okay? Any questions? Okay. Let me get then that content piece out to everybody who's here. Hold on, my daughter's calling me. You got into a car accident? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Did you call Eric? Okay. You're okay though? Okay. All right. I love you as long as you're okay. Okay. Well, we'll assess when we go home. Love you. Okay. Vendor. Why is it always like the kiddos, man? I swear, like. She actually got into something pretty scary, like months ago. Like she hurt her leg and everything. But the kid was just trying to learn how to drive. It wasn't her fault, but. Okay,
No, I'm sorry about that.
yeah, she's just. She's a tough cookie. Okay, so I'm gonna send you the content piece via email. Laura, what's your email start with, hon? Laura, honey, what's your email start with?
It's L Siqueiros,
L?
L Siqueiros, Siqueiros.
There you, okay. And then I got Sarah.
What are you sending me?
Just the content piece for Red Day. You can choose to use it or not.
Okay,
We're gonna do a fun little project.
thank you.
And then I had Mr. Okay. No, I downloaded it. There we go. Hey, you. Okay, so I just sent it to y'all. And I'm gonna try to go onto my phone and see if I can share with you guys. And we can do that. Yeah, we can see my face. That's a start. So that looks funny. Trying to have it up so we don't have to look up my nose. It's not fair for anyone, but okay, so I want to see. It's true.
Right, so in other words, yeah, I calculated the interest total paid by, you know, 360, whatever it is for months. And do a flat,
Cool. Let's see if this works.
Sell it. The buyer would have more equity in the house. That's what the check there.
Can you share Instagram right from our town?
Hmm?
Can you share it from right from town?
What do you mean? Give me more,
All right, so you put the flyer in an email, open, downloaded it, open, and I had my share button, and I shared directly to my Facebook, or to the Instagram.
You should be able to.
How do I want to?
Just give me a second. It's making me set permission so it can view my camera screen. So it's just not telling me which one. Everything. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so you guys can see my thing. This is why I don't answer messages until after I'm done with this stuff. Okay, so this is my thing, okay? Here's my, here's my Instagram. Okay, so what it looks. Oh. It just took a minute. Okay, so that's my Instagram. It wants to just automatically start my run. Okay, there's a couple things that we can do on Instagram. First off, and Laura, please bear with me, I'm looking at the buttons on the bottom. Okay, we have home. We can search, we can add a reel, our saved, and our profile. Okay, so all that's right there. But I just hit reel. Okay. I did like a Tuesday vibes with my French press this morning. It was nice. Okay. Should I get? I said that, sorry. Sure. Lubricate the whistle a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna hit my camera in the upper, and you guys have all done this with me once. Laura, I know you guys haven't. Okay. But turn my thing to me. Okay, we can see my face. Hold on. And down here in the lower hand corner, we have that green button. If I hit it, I can change my background. This is my favorite thing to do right now, guys, just because it's easy. Okay. And I want you guys to do this with the red day. I'll do mine first. And then you guys can do yours and stuff so we can do it. Okay. But I want to change my background. Okay, I'm gonna hit my gallery. iPhones are different than Androids. Okay, I'm gonna hit.
All I know, Instagrammers under 10K.
What'd you say?
Nothing, I hit the wrong thing.
Oh, how funny. So you can see I can't see my whole content piece. So I'm gonna double tap right there. Okay, and she goes normal size. I don't want to necessarily hold anything up, so I'm gonna tap it one more time. She's a little bit like, you know, smaller. Okay.
Better.
I don't need the QR code because I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the thing. Okay, but what do we see? You see my face. Okay, cool thing is I can take my little fingers here. I'm gonna pinch me down. Okay, it wants to work. Apparently not. Really? There we go. It just don't want to comply. So I actually think I might want to stand on this side, right? Because I don't need my QR code. Okay. Whew. I want to do this. It's always nerve-wracking doing it with like people watching you, right? Okay. So we'll be quiet so I can talk. Okay. And can you see my notifications? Okay, so I'm gonna talk about Red Day, right? And I'm gonna get a little intimate. Okay. So 1 to 5, we're gonna have, I'm gonna go through my thing 1 to 5. I'm not a scripter, I'm just a 1 to 5 blood drive. This year we're super excited because we get to support all the mamas just days before Mother's Day. For any mama who's lost a ton of blood during their delivery, right? We're gonna be we're gonna be collecting blood specifically for those, okay? See, I'm telling you, it's like a thing. It's not easy. Okay, so you're gonna see me live do this and hopefully I get it right the first time. Okay, okay. Hey, it's Rachel again. Did you know we're also doing a pretty fantastic thing this Thursday? We're gonna actually be collecting blood for all of our mamas who've lost a little too much blood during the birth of their beautiful humans. Okay, this one's a little bit close to me because my youngest, oh, see, it clicked me off. Oh. Okay, so you know what I gotta do? Start all over. We just kind of get used to it. I could just be lagging because everything's going on. Okay, so we're gonna do it one more time. Reduce my little face. No one needs to see everything on my face. Fat fingers, people. It's a thing. Really weird and really funny. I think it's because I'm like, there we go. One step closer. There we go. Okay. All right. One more time. At least I got my jitters out. And wet my whistle. I actually get nervous and my mouth gets even drier than, like, it's a thing. Okay. So it's Rachel again, and it's that time of year where it's Red Day. Internationally, we get to shut down and we get to really serve our community. So for this year, Northeast, we're going to collect blood for all the mamas who've lost just a little too much during childbirth. I know this one's a little close to me because my youngest, who's on the spectrum, he did go 12 hours without full oxygen because I had a placenta abruption and I lost a ton of blood. My bathroom pretty much looked like someone murdered it, but they kept me in, they monitored me. Luckily, I didn't need a transfusion, but that's exactly what it's being used for. So with Mother's Day right around the corner and blood always being something that we need for everyone, I would encourage you guys to come up and we're going to do 1 to 5 p.m. here at Northeast 2005 West Happy Valley Road. Can't miss it. The parking lot's going to be busy. So I'm going to come ask you to give a little blood and we're going to go ahead and support all of our mamas and all of our little babies coming out. Okay. Need any questions? Give me a call. You know how to find me. Let's do it. Okay. Stupid. Not my favorite. But we're going to roll with it. Okay. I'm not even gonna. Okay. So it's going to auto run so I can take a look at how it feels, right? I've learned to just kind of roll with it. I stumbled, said a couple probably could have eliminated a couple things, but whatever. Okay. So I'm gonna sit down for this. Okay, so when we're in here, we'll see that we have a couple options at the top and it doesn't. There we go. Okay. So now I've got my video and there's nothing but my voice. We can put audio in there and put a song, and I probably will, and I will lower the volume. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay. So let's say I paused in the beginning. Do you remember that? Okay. So I can just take it.
You can do all the editing and everything on live.
I mean, I'm in the app right now. Okay. So like I'm on my phone in the app. So I can edit, I can replace, I can do voice. Like if I wanted to have a helium voice, I could do that. If I wanted to have like a giant voice, I could do that. So I could create some different things. I don't know if I want to play with that right now, but it's there. Okay. I can replace it, I can crop, I can change the speed. Okay, so when you see all those videos where it's like high, low, right? These are some of the places that they're doing it. Okay, and I can discard if I needed to. I don't want to do any of that with this one. Okay, but on the bottom, we're going to see that I can edit it, which is where I just was. I can add audio, I can add text, I can add a clip hub, add a sticker, which is, it could be a moving like animated thing. It could just be a small little image. I can do a voiceover, volume, and filter. So I'm going to hit volume and make sure that I am 100% volume because I am speaking in this video. Okay, we're going to say done. If I wanted to filter, I don't tend to filter myself very often. I try to just be authentically myself and not really alter any of my body. Okay, but if I wanted to do any of that, you can see I'm just clicking through. Okay, that one's actually kind of clearer. I actually might just use that one. So we'll say done. Okay, go back to the beginning. I want to add audio. Yeah. So you know, let me see, where's my? Control space over saved. So if you hit like feature, right? These featured artists are ones that are trending right now. So you guys can always hit those ones, right? So I love Dua Lipa, I love Marshmello, and Kane Brown's pretty awesome. So let's listen. See if it'll. Cute, but. I'm echoing a little bit. Hold on. We're gonna have to deal with this one. So I need to find a song. I'll figure it out. So I need to find a song that's lovely. Okay. So let's. We know, like. No, that could be applied to blood. So we're gonna choose that. Because nothing. For most of us, right? The birth of a child is pretty happy. Okay. So when I click that audio, I also know that what did I say? If I'm gonna put audio, what I'm gonna have to do? Make sure it's super low. Okay. So I can adjust right here. Volume. So you'll see happy places right here, right? I will do that. Make sure mine's all the way up. Okay. Fine. Okay, so now my audio is good. My picture's in there. Okay, and now I'm gonna add a sticker. Okay. See what they have for blood. No results found. Sorry, it's just circling over here. I think I'm using, you know what, this one's cute. No, that's a pull. So I just dragged it and dropped it. I didn't want it. We'll just do that one. Okay. Whatever. I'm just showing you guys. So we can, oh, that's the lake. So I can add like a little picture, right? Next. Okay, now I'm in my edit phase. And this is where I'm gonna use, I didn't show you guys the hidden. I can't lower it anymore, Sarah. Oh, got like two of me talking right now. But anyways, I can tag my people, right? So probably tag my husband, it's his son. We're really gonna. You get off my Wi-Fi and see that. Oops. Oh, sorry, guys, it's just like, it's just circling right now. Okay, I'm not gonna tag anybody, but that's where you would tag them. Okay, collaborators, if you have one, audience, everyone can see this. There's nothing offensive about this. It's like kicking me out of the meeting. Okay. If I had a product I could tag that was on here, I could do that. Let me see, video. Okay, so I can add my location, so I'm gonna put Phoenix Happy Valley, okay? I can add a reminder, I can add a fundraiser if I wanted. Do I want it on Facebook? Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, because I don't want to dual post this right now. Sorry, guys, this is just, it's being real, like I'm just zeroing out, girl. Let me leave this meeting right here and see if this will help my bandwidth. Perfect. Okay. So let me go back to where I was. Recommend on Facebook. Yes, I want that to do that. Advanced settings, schedule this reel. Don't let others use this reel as a template. This is where we get into some of those things. That would be correct. Hide likes counts on this reel. No. Show captions. Yes. Allow people to download your reel. I have it off. And upload the highest quality. Okay, so I'm good with that. Don't need that to, you know, anybody. Okay, so now I'm gonna write my stuff, right?
So that's all a reel. It's not a live then, is it?
No, I did not do a live. We'll,
Okay,
I'm working, girl. I'm
okay.
working.
Baby steps.
Baby, exactly, right? Baby steps. So like, you know, like in Laura, so you know, like as you start to participate in some of my stuff, I am never gonna ask you guys to do something that I'm not willing to do. First off, but I, like you guys, I'm like, oh, I gotta take this next step. And I'm like, oh, like even this, I'm like, oh, I'm talking about my child and you know, like his autism a little bit and like his birth. And I didn't go into anything crazy, but like, you know what I mean? Like we just, yeah, baby steps. So I need you guys as much as, you know, I need you guys.
We
So you
support
just
you.
yeah, and you know what? Next week, if I haven't posted one, to be like, Rachel, where's your live? I haven't seen your live. You guys can hold me accountable. I'll find something to go live with, okay? I want to ask a question. So do you know a mama, right, that lost a ton of blood during I know this is we don't usually get this morbid with the stuff that we do, but let's just call it out for what it is. A ton of blood during childbirth. This red day, May 9th. Oh, we will be collecting blood for all these courageous moms with mothers. I guess I should capitalize that, Mother's Day around the corner. I want to be very intentional. No way to route, better way, no way to rally behind these warriors and given some blood to help. Okay, 1 to 5 p.m. at 2005 West Happy Valley Road. Unit 150. And then I'll just put Phoenix. I don't always put the whole thing, right? Phoenix. Okay. Tags, everything's good. Now I do want to hashtag a couple things. Oh, 3006, that is not the right thing. Okay, so hashtags are important. And trying to think of what I'm gonna do here to show you girls. So I think
I can't hear you again.
oh, it's the
Oh, there,
audio.
there you go. There you go.
Okay,
You're good.
I might have to just, I'll get closer so that you can kind of see and you guys can see. Okay, so when we're tagging, okay, and we go to hashtag, obviously we know that we have to do what? We have to hashtag first, right? Or pound sign, okay? So when we're in there and I start to auto, I want to, hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, it might not be as clear,
Mhm.
but okay. And I already did my hashtag right here. It's that little button right there.
Mhm.
And then if I say real estate, automatically it starts to populate. Okay. And next to it, I'll have how many. Okay. So it'll say like 60,000 use this hashtag. Okay. Realtor life came up. How about we go Phoenix, give blood. Nothing. So how about we go Phoenix, blood drive. Yep, that gave me posts. So you just hashtag anything that's relevant. Okay. If I'm dealing with kids and I'm doing an event, I'm going to hashtag Phoenix free event, kids free event in Phoenix. If I'm in a specific town, you know what I mean? Like because we're so close to Anthem and Peoria and Glendale and all, it's really just our area. Like I'll start hashtagging those things around that. For this one, typically I'll probably get in. This one's been a little bit harder because it's very specific. But the reason why I'm doing that and I'm specifically hashtagging to things that are getting reaches is because of what?
Relevance.
Yeah, well, yeah, and it attaches me to a further reach, right? It's now attached me to that tag. So my stuff will, like, I've noticed it probably the best place that I have seen it is, I get it, not all of us are pet lovers, okay? I am an animal human lover in general. I do not discriminate. Okay, I have throughout my mom used to hoard kids, now she does chihuahuas. But we grew up with everything. Okay, potbelly pig, we had chickens, we had a red hen named Henrietta that would like lay an egg on my mom, and we lived in the middle of Maryville. Okay, like I've had lizards and birds and fish and cats and dogs. Okay, I have cats and dogs at home. My cats are hilarious. I got not a stupid cat. He's he's literally everything you think a cat would be. He is the cat. He scales walls, he does flips, he brings me in the biggest prey. Like he trills, he talks to me, he's like he tells me when to come to bed and he's angry. I got him for the kids. They kept their door shut, so now he's mine because all the animals are mine. So like I went from 4 to 5, right? I was hoping they would take the cat. That's not gonna happen. But I'll do my cat videos, right? Like just a couple of them when they're doing something cute or I'm appreciating them, right? I've got one that's getting pretty old. So I'll notice when I'm hashtagging and stuff like that to my stuff, that guess what? Like the people that are liking and requesting to follow me, especially on TikTok, like I said, that's my favorite platform to test things out on, right? Then it's like cat lovers. I love my cat dog, you know, like it. So those hashtags are allowing that reach to happen. Okay. So, but I want you to think of it the same way that you would do Google, right? I need to find this really weird thing that I saw my sister had, but she has no idea. She picked it up from a garage sale and this is all I know about it. Okay, so what is that dissecting that we go through? You know what I mean? To try to find out what it is, when it's from, things like that. I know that I do that for antiques and stuff like that. Same thing applies, right? So attach yourself to the things that are most relevant to why you're posting what you're posting. Because what
How
did Ms.
many?
Peter, oh, go on, girl.
Many.
Say one second.
How many do you suggest?
Yeah, so I've been playing with that and I've noticed that if I get over like 10, my reels just don't do as well. So I do feel like it probably, maybe I haven't tapped into any, something enough to be able to support it. I don't know. I'm also working with some algorithm things, girl, because I picked it back up. I took a hot minute off when I took the TL position. I was consistent a little bit, and then things got crazy, and then NAR hit with everything, right? So we've been rapidly trying to shift and make sure we've got everything we need to for our agents. So I went quiet on my social, right? And then when I really ramped it back up, if I were to show you my Facebook friends, it's 75 in the last 2 weeks. Why would 75, and I've had to approve some of them. So I hit some kind of algorithm, something that allowed my profile to be viewed so much more. I'm trying to determine what that is, but again, we're playing with the unknown, right? It's like this AI backend thing. If I could sit down with the meta, and the algorithms, I would, but I have not been granted that audience yet. Okay. So I would say no more than 10, but if again, research is out there. If you find something, bring it back to the table, let's work on it. Okay, so other than that, I'm not going to add anything else. I just added a couple hashtags, okay? I'm going to recommend that it is on Facebook because I don't want to touch this for this reel only. Okay, and then I'm just going to share. So right now it's sharing, it's loading on the bottom here, okay? Now, the cool thing about Instagram, and that's why I like starting there for it, I can download the video, especially if I've edited it. And then I could throw it on Facebook if I wasn't sharing it. I could throw it on Instagram if I didn't have music. TikTok if I didn't have music. The music piece is real tough because copyright stuff. Same thing with YouTube. What could be allowed on Instagram, Facebook / whatever, YouTube won't allow. So it's really just playing. I like to just search for my music. So I'll find something similar if I have to do it. Okay. But there it is. It's already running and it's already going on my thing. Okay. So now I've done at least my social. I do have things hitting until Thursday that are scheduled for both this office and my personal stuff. But other than that, I'm kind of done. Oh, shoot. Okay. So questions. That was just one thing. Showed you a little bit about editing. Questions? Are we struggling with anything? Are we afraid to do anything?
I never really add music to it, but I think that's good. That's good.
Yeah, so if your voice is in it, voice is all the way up and it's after you add the music, you just had to go back in. Okay, voice all the way up, music to the right tempo, right? Because you don't want the music to do your thing. There's no way for them to adjust it. Okay, so make sure yours is amplified and it's just this background kind of floating in, okay? But do that because music too, especially when you're using trending music, and even doing a lot of research, but even I've noticed when we use specific countries, right? That let's say we're using specific like Argentinian music or something like that, right? And we're pulling those artists up. Okay, and we're tagging it. Guess who you're also now reaching and are being viewed by? Argentinians. Okay. Or, I'm just using that one as an example. So like the music that we choose matters as well. Sorry, my husband's now texting me over the daughter thing. And we never talk during the day, like never, like he's like 30 texts down. I feel so bad. He knows. But anyways, okay, so what other questions? So music, okay.
I just have to get in and play around with this. I see, to have questions like, all right. Mine was looking very different than that, so I just.
Do you have an iPhone
No.
or an Android?
Mine looks different too with an iPhone.
Yeah, the iPhone looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks slightly different. The concept's the same. They're just the buttons are in little different places. I feel like I should probably get versed because if you get me into an iPhone and you give me your phone for like an hour, I'll be able to like know all the things about your phone. I just haven't been in an Apple product in quite some time. I'm kind of an Android snob. Aiden, how about you, dude? You're young. Like this is your jam, babe. Like what's stopping you? I know you're really good. You are really good about doing your open house stuff. Oh, shoot. Oh, I took the whole side of the car out. Anyways, okay.
Well, I feel like I'm pretty good with the open house stuff. I definitely think I need to kind of figure out some more of like a niche, maybe like when I'm hiking, kind of going with some content like that.
Yeah, let's splice it up with some other stuff. Remember, 80% personal, 20% business, right? So if they're only seeing business, you're gonna bore them.
Absolutely.
Unless it's something they're looking forward to, like, I know Laura's got something up her sleeve that's really, really good, right? And it's like, people are gonna wanna hop on to like, listen to that. So other than that, fun things, yeah. So you like to hike then?
Yes, I do.
Okay, when are you hiking next?
I don't know yet. My dad hurt his back, so I'm waiting for him to recover and pick up the spoons and we're gonna hit the trails again. But-
Okay. I want you to do something by next week.
Okay.
Try and hold you to something. You know how I am.
I'll get on the trail then before.
Okay, let's get on the trail and maybe find a fun fact about that trail,
Absolutely.
okay? Like nice, kind of bring a little bit of Arizona's history into it. We have quite the interesting little history in places. Okay, I'm just gonna go down the line, so Laura, be prepared. David, Well, we're gonna
like
do one.
Accountability
uh-huh,
stuff, yeah, so mine, I don't post enough social, because I used to have a lot of followers and stuff. In the past, so I know that was mostly just the pictures and very involved, but I completely stopped, so now it's just.
did you miss the social one last Thursday? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
You did, because the kiddo, right?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, dude, you would have loved that. Okay, so other than your daughter, right? Like, obviously, we know you're passionate about little one. What is the drives that you love that's not real estate? I don't care.
Golf, exercise, outdoor stuff, now that I live out in Verado, there's a lot of outdoor.
Yeah, oh, you're up in
always
Verado.
hiking, skiing somewhere, so a lot of that stuff.
And Verado's stunning. I mean, because it's
Yeah.
like this little escape from feeling like you're, in Arizona, it doesn't even like their little main street and stuff like that. Okay, so maybe take it from a kid's perspective. Right? Like from a kid's perspective, right? Like how does Verado relate to? And do some reels about some of the things in the community, and I mean, I wouldn't directly, just because she's so cute, especially too, maybe not directly her face.
Yeah.
But like around about what she's doing, I say that because it's just, we've had to be a little bit more cautious with our kiddos. Right? But that may be something to spark it back up.
Yeah,
And I'll be honest, no one loves a single dad raising their baby by themselves more than this world. So
Yeah.
like it's a niche thing and you would appeal to so much just based off of that.
Yeah.
Just being a strong dad who stepped up and being mom and dad for your daughter. Yeah, that's a huge thing. All right, Sarah.
What am I gonna post? Probably hobby type, probably, I'm not hiking right now.
Mhm,
I use old hiking pictures and just go.
mhm.
And that plants. I've been picking up, I did hit a park or two over the weekend, but picked up a lot of flowering plants.
Cool. So
Yeah.
that's it right there. Like, did you know how plentiful the world is? Did you know that this grows here? Or did you know how to propagate? Like, I love, like, that's my passion is botany. I will get my botany degree someday. Like, how fun would that be? Have you, oh, he's funny. There's a YouTuber and he's just foul-mouthed and talks, and he's a botanist and he's great. Oh, there's no money in botany, I think it is. Oh, I'll search, you'll like it. Anyways, that's a cute one, right? Like, because you can be out and about anywhere and you can be like, and how often, just film it, right? And like sit there and like however you're propagating it, whether it's like, stemming it or cutting and however it is that you're doing, right? And just these little like, did you know? You know what I mean? That one's fun. And you don't have to have it all, it can all be what you're doing. Doesn't have to feel exposed, right? Same thing with your hiking, doesn't have to feel exposed. And we already talked about the exposure of the daughter. Okay, Laura, I know you're still kind of building the other things, so I'm not anticipating that you're like, yes, I'm gonna do this by next week.
No, I post pretty regularly. On Mondays, I do like a message kind of a thing go out today. I did like a graphic on multifamily homes kind of a thing. My problem is doing it all business and I don't do enough personal. So, you know, walks around the neighborhood or like, this is why I like this side of town, or maybe highlighting certain neighborhoods. So I have ideas, you know, going along. It's still going to be business, but it's different from the regular stuff.
Well, you see, all mine's related to my business somehow, you know, but it's not business. So just make it not business, make it
Well,
fun.
I don't have anything fun. So,
Well,
you know,
but that's
then-
it, like the neighborhood, why am I living here? What's
Right.
appealing about this, right? I want you guys, I'm gonna encourage you guys to do what Miss Peters asked us to do. And that is start your video off with a question. Okay? So what subdivision, what's your cross street, girl?
well, I have a lot of here, and I've already reached out to a lot of the businesses and a lot of the churches and people around here. I just need to take video of it. I just need to walk around and do the video. So I don't have a problem doing it. I just have not done it. I'm
Okay.
also thinking that a bunch of posts that I put, a bunch of videos that I put up on Instagram didn't come over to Facebook. So I might just pull a few of them over, you know what I mean? Just,
And
yeah.
just kind of get that engagement and just link it back.
Right, because I've already got them. I just don't think they came over.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I like that, right? Then you can reuse and that'll show you, it'll just force you to have to get back into that.
Until I can
that-
get the rest of it done, it'll be something that I can put in there.
Yeah, and then maybe like, I'm just gonna tell you guys, like probably the most fascinating thing is what we do. You know what I mean? Like what is it that we do? I love, like I've done, I don't know how to apply this, not from a consumer standpoint, but I used to have like my agent tricks 754. Do this. You know what I mean? Agent pro tip, you know, 893, because there's a bazillion, you know, I mean, because we're just always, so find a way to have fun with it and have it be unauthentically you. You're adorable, you're cute, you're very precise, you know what I mean, and analytical in these pieces. So apply that, you know, no different than just have fun with it, girl. Let it be what it is. Don't think too much into it, I promise.
Well, it is what it is, but I don't think it's very fun. I don't think it's very light. You know what I mean?
I think what you are planning on doing and what you're prepping for is, I
Well,
think
that'll be more engagement. You know what I mean? Instead of like I was saying at the last class, instead of just, you know, talking to nothing kind of a thing, you know, you're pretending that there's somebody there, but there isn't. And so you're just trying to gauge it and make it even out and try and talk like somebody's there, but it's harder. So it's much nicer to have another person that you can engage with.
Do you have puppy dogs,
I don't,
cats?
no,
No, no fur babies?
no, buddy.
Puppy, almost.
It's just
Do they
me.
live in Stillwell?
I'm not fun. Huh?
I highly doubt that. I think we haven't dug into Laura yet. So trust me, you're on my
I've
list now.
videotaped it, that's for sure.
What do you like to do? What do you do in your spare time, babe?
Just regular stuff. Nothing, I don't have hobbies or anything like that to go. That's why I'm thinking just, you know, getting out and going into the neighborhood. Because I don't have anything regular that I'm doing that's
Yeah.
interesting.
We'll find, I mean, there's something, because there's something behind you. You're not who you are without being pretty spectacular.
You're sure of it, huh? I don't know. I'll keep looking.
Yeah, everyone that's in this room, like, I'm gonna dive straight into you, Laura. Good luck.
Okay,
You're
all
not
right.
loved.
I'm ready.
Okay. So let's find something to do by next week that is outside of our comfort zone. That's what I'm asking you guys to do. Okay. That also means that I will be sitting there doing it. I have my Who Said It in the real estate business. You learn more about people and you learn more about community issues. You learn more about life. You learn more about the impact of government, probably more than any other profession that I know of. Who said that, right? And somehow me sitting there and wanting to do it live is making me literally go so cotton mouthy that like, I'm pretty sure my innards are dry. Like, so, because it's somehow I don't have control, right? But Laura, I want you to, Peter said something last week, I think that impacted us all. And that was not to over edit any of our stuff. And the reason why is because when we edit us, especially, we end up editing ourselves out of it, right?
Mhm.
It'd be unique, so.
I do it all pretty much in one shot, so I don't do like chopping it up and adding and doing all of that
Yeah.
stuff. I don't do that so much.
Yeah, you're better than I am. I haven't.
I script
like-
it though. I write it out. I
Oh,
know
do
what
you?
I'm gonna say. Yeah, I have to, otherwise it will ramble.
Oh my gosh, I gotta do, by the way, I just have to share with you guys. This won't be my project, but just understand it's on top of this project that I have to do. One of our top producing agents is gonna do that. By the way, recession-proof business.
Mhm.
Okay, he's gonna
Saw that.
teach us how to be recession-proof. And I'm telling you, I sat down and these girls and boys know how analytical and precise I am, Laura, but like, I was like, oh my gosh, I can like have generational wealth faster than I thought I was gonna have, right? All by using my real estate license and doing it the right way and the honest way, which is very much a me thing, right? Anyways, he's not opening it up to everyone, but it is on we haven't decided if we're doing it on a Saturday or not, but it's the 15th or the 18th of June. This is a big one, girl, because I'm telling you, like, you need to be there, you need to be there, you need to be there. Investments, this is the class for you, Aiden. Anyways, we have to do a professional video, which means what? I don't have control. I don't have control over someone filming me. When I get my headshots done, I'm like, but I take a selfie and I'm like, you know what I mean? I have no control. So like, that's freaky. I'm sure so I'm not even worried about how I look. It's me tripping over a word. I have got one eye that's squintier than the other one that I got to open, and I've got a side mouth thing I have that kicks, right? So I'm like sitting here thinking, oh my gosh.
Nobody
I'm
sees that, Rachel. Nobody notices. It's all your personality. That's what shines through every time.
But that's it, right? Like you're saying that, and I'm sitting here going, oh, but they're looking at that, and you know what I mean? Like, I got this tooth so we will all get like weird, like about our stuff, but I love it. Thank you for that, by the way. So that's gonna be different, right? And so I'm gonna have to step outside my comfort zone there too. So just find something that's uncomfortable. If we're not uncomfortable, we're not growing. Deal? Okay.
A touch off topic, but on the same topic,
Yeah.
recession proof, I'm listening to the book Shift.
Our Shift?
Book Shift.
Like from Gary Keller?
Yeah,
Like our shift? Wait, I would have just gave you the book, but yeah,
I have the audio book.
yeah, I know audio is great.
great.
It is a great book. The MREA though needs to be read with that. So if you need that book, let me know if you don't want to pay for it.
I read that.
You did already read the MREA, and then there's also the MREI, which I have as well, which is the $1 million real estate investor. So, but this one's really everything that we know about tax sales and probates and foreclosures and this and that, like he somehow just. And I'm like, when you look at this guy and he's making 80 grand a month without lifting his finger, and it's all legit, like I don't do anything if it's not right. Black and white, if it's gray, it has to be right. Okay. So this will allow us, it doesn't matter where our market's going to go, this will allow and make sure that real estate is always our point of contact. Okay. So I want to encourage you guys, just know that that date is coming, and the 23rd, we also have the tax guys coming out. So, you guys know, like, let's count how many times Rachel's going to trip on the floor, right? Mike, Nathan's very much the analytical side of me, right? That geeky, like precise side. And Mike Ross is all the goofy. And we were joking. We're like, okay, so
I thought it was the other way around.
yeah, no, not with the two of them. And when we did the state of the company, we only had Nathan, and he's the analytical one. But when we went to Vegas, now I'm not a partier. I need you guys to understand that. Like when I say that it's not that I drink like you. I mean, I'm not a saint. I have my own vices and stuff, but I'm just very much home and work. Laura, you talk about being boring. I can't even leave my home to do anything if it does. I don't even want to go errand shopping. Heaven forbid I got to shop for clothes. Like it's not my favorite thing, right? I'm just home and work. Okay. But I had to go to Vegas outside of my comfort zone, didn't have my car, You know what I mean? If I wanted to drink, I didn't really have a DD. I was subject to everybody else, right? It was just a weird thing. But Mike and Nathan were there, and I had known Nathan from what, you know, the state of the company, but I hadn't met Mike because he wasn't there. Holy crap. We had so much fun. It was so much fun. And then we went to the most inappropriate restaurant ever, where they like literally yell at you and tell you your POS and, you know, smack you around, and, you know, it like all the thing, you gotta wear a hat with something that's inappropriate set on it. And I was like, you guys are, yes, I've got proof. I've got so much blackmail on Courtney and Alex and them. But anyways, it was so much fun, right? So, this should be fun. Like the script off, this should be something that we're like, and then two, because they are the #1 real estate bookkeepers in all of the country, right? They will, if you guys bring your P&Ls, you guys, there's 10 slots that you guys could win a 30-minute consultation. right?
Consultation.
Yeah, thank you, Laura. So anyways, so just know whoever you've got like in the office that you know, okay, these are the 2 things that you guys want to make sure you're coming to, because, you know, they're both pretty stellar, okay? All right, questions? If not, I'm gonna release you off a half an hour early, okay? And ask you to go get uncomfortable. Okay,
Thank you.
Laura, you saved my number, right, babe?
Yep, I gotcha.
Cool, let me know if you need anything, and the rest of these lot, they know. I'm just
Okay,
gonna kick
thank
them
you.
down.
Have a
Okay,
good
hearts,
day.
love.